NBA trades have been absolutely crazy this offseason. I'm going to be talking to you about a couple of them. In particular, I'm going to be looking at Mikal Bridges, I'm going to be looking at Paul George, and I'm going to be looking at DeMar DeRozan. And we're going to start off with the New York Knicks acquisition of Mikal Bridges. The New York Knicks has done it yet again. They have made a massive improvement and, in my opinion, made another steal in getting Mikal Bridges. People are disrespecting this trade. He is so underrated, in my opinion. People are saying this is a B trade. How is this a B trade? Are you expecting him to be a Kevin Durant? Are you expecting him to be the number one guy on the side? It's not happening. You're not going to get the number one guy from a guy like Mikal Bridges, unfortunately. But you got Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson proved that he is a top quality player from this last playoffs and playoffs before. Jalen Brunson is just that dude. If you're not expecting him being the number one player, what do you expect from a player like Mikal Bridges? He can drop 20 a night consistently. Pair that alongside Julius Randle. Pair that alongside Jalen Brunson. You're going to get a lot of regular season wins and some good playoff wins as well. He is also capable of dropping a 30-piece when required. He can also drop 40, as he did against the Atlanta Hawks. He's going to do exactly what is required of him for the New York Knicks. Him not being the number one guy, him not being the focal point, because people are going to focus heavily on, assuming Knicks are fit, they're going to focus heavily on Jalen Brunson. They're going to focus heavily on Julius Randle. So that clears up a lot of space for Mikal Bridges, and he can get his points as well. Josh Hart, he can get the rebounds. So the New York Knicks look pretty damn good. And also, he's not only a guy who can get 20 points. He's a top quality defender. People sleep on him when it comes to defending. This dude, when he was in Phoenix, he was this close to getting Defensive Player of the Year. A couple votes shy. He passed Rudy Gobert, and they gave it to Marcus Smart, deservedly so. But he was this close to becoming Defensive Player of the Year that year. So he's got the defense. Another thing that makes this trade really nice and also a bit negative, in my opinion, is his durability. And Tom Thibodeau is going to test that for sure. Mikal Bridges has never missed a game in the NBA. He hasn't missed a game since college, which is really nice. But, I mean, when you got Tom Thibodeau, who's going to be playing you 48 minutes in a playoff game, how well is your perfect record gonna look? Are you gonna be able to maintain it? He's definitely gonna test you out on that. But let's stay positive. I don't think there was a better player the Knicks could have really gotten with what they had to give for this trade. So, considering all those factors, I give this trade more of an A- or an A, as opposed to what I see guys giving it as a B trade. Moving on to DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is going to Sacramento. Big loss for the Chicago Bulls, but do you blame DeRozan? How much can a guy take? Zach LaVine, his injury status is terrible. Lonzo Ball, his injury status is also terrible. So DeMar DeRozan and Kobe White having to carry the side. If I was DeMar, I'd have left as well. But I'm straying away from the topic. Sacramento Kings have made an incredible scoring acquisition. They were overly reliant on a player like De'Aaron Fox. He's good, but he had no support whatsoever. This side is going to be absolutely lethal in the fourth quarter because they have two of the clutchest players in the NBA in DeMar DeRozan and De'Aaron Fox. And we also have Sabonis, who's going to be grabbing them boards. Not to mention you got Keegan Murray, who's a top quality guy as well. Sacramento Kings are going to look pretty good in the regular season. Do I think they're going to make it far in the playoffs? They can probably get past the first round, but maybe get knocked out in the second. But as far as this trade goes, I'm giving it a B+. Now let's go to Philly, and they have acquired 4 players. Paul George, Eric Gordon, Caleb Martin, and the return of Andre Drummond. Wow, has their three-point shooting increased. Let's start with Paul George. Once he stays healthy, he can score a lot of points for the 76ers. He's going to take a lot of load out of Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid in scoring. And in the regular season, expect these three guys to be a force to be reckoned with. However, the problem lies within his health. Injuries have always been a problem for Paul George. It's also been a problem for Joel Embiid. So pairing those two guys up with their checkered history when it comes to injuries, it's a recipe for a disaster. I'm being a bit negative on it, but let's be realistic. These guys can't stay fit for an entire season, especially Joel Embiid with those knees, man. But overall, I'm giving this trade a B plus as well. In the regular season, he's gonna look good. This is gonna look bad. This prediction of a B plus, but in the postseason, if he doesn't stay fit, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. But then we're gonna talk about Eric Gordon and Caleb Martin. These guys can't be slept on. Quality shooters. Their three-point shooting is gonna change the 76ers game completely. 76ers were not good at all from the three-point line compared to other teams. And that's certainly going to change. And Caleb Martin can do a lot of damage as well in transition. But let's not forget about the big man. Let's not forget about the man who's coming back to the 76ers, Andre Drummond, the rebounding machine. Top quality rebounding, one of the best in the league. And he's making a triumphant return to the 76ers. Didn't stay that long, but he's coming back. Him in the rotation with Joel Embiid is a problem. This dude is very capable of getting 20 rebounds a night. If you leave him on the court long enough, he can slam it down with no hesitation. However, you're not going to get that much minutes from him, but you should get enough for Joel Embiid to get some quality rest. That's all I got for you for the NBA trades for today. I'm going to be posting more ratings and reviews on other trades as we go on this series. But let me know what you think about this one in the comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitter, support the channel on the Patreon, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, game time.